season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The numbers a week ago for Westbrook. 19 carries for an even 100 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, McNabb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So not only the quick thumb, they get the pick up on the other side, the scoop, and they score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. On 1st down, it's McNabb. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Here's McNabb. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now McNabb. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McNabb to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after here coming up. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense created some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Out of the gun, McNabb. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down throw, McNabb. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Westbrook, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Westbrook, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll go with the option, coming right. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go play action. It's McNabb. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's McNabb. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They'll try the left side. Westbrook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll try and run the option. Nifty move. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the corner.
And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Romo. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now Romo. He'll find Jones again, complete. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll go option on second down, right side. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Romo. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Cowboys at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing on third down, Romo. Now he's flushed out right, and this is going to be incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st and 10, McNabb. The open man is Westbrook. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. McNabb. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now it's McNabb. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I thought he had that one, and that was really a good third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st down, it's Romo. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Here's Romo now on 2nd down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Romo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Eagles Broncos call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the gun, here's Romo. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Romo. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
Now it's Romo off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Able to slither by, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that trap away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. On
On second down, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Romo. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, here's Barber. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Romo now to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Up the middle, Jones. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 14.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Romo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now Romo on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We don't use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now McNabb.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Here's McNabb. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, look at the field as best they can.
This is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The give is to Jones. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Right down the middle. The lead is now 24. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now a first down throw. McNabb. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. that's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. McNabb to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2nd down, McNabb. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 1st down, it's McNabb. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
To throw on 2nd, McNabb. He's got Smith here. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. To throw, McNabb.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 5.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Titans' towering wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Titans and the Cowboys, under the lights on Thursday night.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive.
Let's go now.
They begin with Henry. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. On second down, McNair. And that is incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now McNair. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wade. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Romo now to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. A give to Jones.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Now it's Romo off the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken,
does,
correct?
that does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. This is Brown going up the middle. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. McNair to throw. Complete. It's Henry.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, it's McNair.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to get this down near the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
To throw, McNair. Over the middle, complete. It's Wade.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Here's McNair. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends with a Tennessee score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
He'll take this to the 46.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Romo. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. An inside give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Romo. He'll check this one down to Barber. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's McNair. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. McNair. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and really added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
A minute 52 to play until halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a first down throw, Romo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To the air again, Romo.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Romo. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now Romo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wade. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, McNair. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Now McNair. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. On now is the Titans punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend in the NFL. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas. A glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. And meanwhile, for the Titans, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Romo now to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Romo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. A shotgun snap for Romo.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Romo. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in this.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. Now McNair. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the 2nd half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, here's Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, it's McNair.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. He finds his man, complete. It's Price.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Up the middle, Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Gets around him. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and it's Romo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Romo. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
To throw is Romo. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point safely through, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. McNair to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Romo. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the red zone now, Romo. Johnson's got it complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Here's Romo. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Romo. And that is incomplete. And forthcoming a field goal try for the Cowboys. There's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here's Romo. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Romo on third down. He gets it left side to Johnson.
And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Romo now to throw it. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Romo. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down, it's McNair. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. McNair. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Henry running right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just...
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the Commanders' superstar wide receiver. He's been torching secondaries all season, now closing in on 1,200 yards. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys, and it's all up next.
just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns. I got picked. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. It obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
They'll set up a throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. An inside give. Here's Portis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows? You might get on one of those magical runs.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and